Good morning, students. Welcome to the virtual class. Today we will cover lesson 3 of literary reader. Maggie cuts her hair. We'll be doing the question answers today. Yes, we did the explanation part in our online class and now we'll be doing the question answers. Now if you look at the screen with the question answers below, if you find I have written extract from book, which is actually the lines I have taken from the lesson, from where we can find out that how can we derive this answer. We have got the answers for the questions from where we have find out. Now first question says, would you say Maggie and Tom were fond of their aunt? Answer will be no. Maggie and Tom were not fond of their aunt. From which place of the lesson do we find this? You remember first paragraph? Of 50, she had a very comely face and figure. Comely means attractive. Though Tom and Maggie considered their Aunt Glegg as a type of ugliness. Yes, she was good looking, but still these two kids felt that their Aunt Glegg is looking ugly. That's on page number 24. Moving to question number 2. Why did Maggie cut off her hair? So we have to tell reason why she cut her hair. Maggie did not want her hair to look pretty. She only wanted people to think her a clever girl and not to find fault with her. So from which two phrases can we extract this? First one on page number 24. It's mentioned, put your hair behind your ears, Maggie, and keep your frock on your shoulder. Whose words are these? These words are of Aunt Glegg. Now if you move to page number 25, first paragraph, the lines are, I think the gel has too much hair. Gel means girl. I would have it thinned and cut shorter, sister, if I was you. It isn't good for her health. Now these two instances tell us that Maggie did not want her hair to look pretty, but she wanted everybody to think that she's a clever girl. Now moving to question number 3. How did Maggie react when Tom exclaimed, what a cute thing you look? Queer means odd. What happened? Maggie's cheeks began to pale. They started looking a little dull and her lips began to tremble a little. Tremble means shiver. She felt upset and unhappy to see herself in the mirror. Beta, there is a typing error. Please do one thing, just this word, this in, just strike off this two, only write in. Only write in. Okay? Unhappy to see herself in the mirror. Okay? Now, the extract from the book where we find this answer is, Maggie felt an unexpected pang. She didn't want her hair to look pretty, that was out of the question. She only wanted people to think her a clever girl and not to find fault with her. But now, when Tom began to laugh at her and said she looked like an idiot, the affair had quite a new aspect. She looked in the glass and still Tom laughed and clapped his hands. Maggie's cheeks began to pale and her lips to tremble a little. Now moving to question number 4, it's saying describe what happened when Maggie went down for dinner. Maggie went down, what happened then? Mrs. Tulliver gave a little scream as she saw her. Because why did she scream? She did not expect this haircut. From Maggie's side, she was actually very surprised and felt such a turn that she dropped the large gravy spoon into the dish. She was holding a gravy spoon and the moment she saw Maggie in such a situation, with such looks, she got surprised, astonished, and that spoon fell off with the utmost serious results to the tablecloth. That's why the gravy just scattered all over the tablecloth and the tablecloth became dirty. Her scream made the eyes of all the family members turn towards Maggie. Because she screamed looking at Maggie, everybody, of course, will look towards the place where she was looking at. From where do we derive this answer? It's on page number 28, first paragraph. Mrs. Tulliver gave a little scream as she saw her and felt such a turn that she dropped the large gravy spoon into the dish with the most serious results to the tablecloth. Mrs. Tulliver's scream made all eyes turn towards the same point as her own. Let's move to question 5. Delicious words of tenderness. Whose words are being referred to here? Remember whose words these were? Page number 28, last paragraph. These words were of Maggie's father. So here the words are being referred to Maggie's father. Come, come, my wench, said her father, soothingly putting his arm round her. Never mind, you was I. The right to cut it off, it plagued you. Give over crying. Father'll take your part. Delicious words of tenderness. So this paragraph tells that these words are being referred to Maggie's father. The sixth question says, how is Maggie's relationship with the father different from her relationship with other members of the family? How was it different? Maggie's father understood the feelings of Maggie. He could feel the pain of Maggie because of awkward reaction of other family members. He knew what my child is going through. He wanted to give her compassion and warmth. So she just wanted to Maggie feel comfortable. That was the difference. Nobody was bothered about her feelings, but father was. Now again, this thing we can extract from the same paragraph on page number 28. By these words, come, come, my wench, till father will take your part. These words again says that father had a deep affection for Maggie. Now that was about question answers. Just go through the lesson once, do the question answers in your notebook, and still if you feel there's something which you have not understood, we'll discuss in our online class. Alright children? On that note, I just want to say, just take care of yourself and be cheerful. Thank you everyone.